Nation, welcome to 2023. As regular viewers know, not every idea warrants a full episode of coverage, and many fledgling thoughts are jotted down with the hope they'll later bloom. But sometimes that just doesn't happen. Rather than ignore those musings and ideas, my solution is to clear house at the end of each year. So here we go with DUZA's Clearing House of Ideas 2022 edition. New term, Fi-Sci. Look, there's not much demand for real sci-fi in America anymore, that being science-based fiction. So for 2023, I'm going to abandon inspiring the next generation of STEM students and join the ranks of the Fi-Sci crowd who've been spoon-feeding the masses the pablum of made-up science to explain things like dragons, magic, and Trump economics. The solution to most of our problems would be transforming our society from a competitive one to a community-based one. I don't know how to make that happen, but until we stop salivating over the first and find a way to truly value the second, we'll never have justice, peace, equality, or fairness. Just saying. In the Bible, John 10:22-23 says Jesus was at the Jerusalem temple during the Feast of Dedication, which is another name for Hanukkah. Since John is New Testament, doesn't that mean followers of Christ should be celebrating Hanukkah as well then? I'm anxiously waiting for some poor misguided idiot to utter the words living in fear to me about my mask use because I've been rehearsing a firestorm rebuke of $15 words that would batter their obtuse intellect and their reckless and judicious endangerment of their fellow humanity during a worldwide health crisis. The social contract of any functioning society demands that above all else we do no harm to one another. As for living in fear, even if that were an accurate description, it'd be better to do that than wandering around in gross ignorance, willfully risking the lives of those around me and those I care about, or the vulnerable in our society like some sort of narcissistic sociopath. And if the best argument they can come up with for not wearing a mask is because they're worried about the risk of oxygen deprivation to their addled brains, then I would advise them the evidence that ship has long sailed was abundantly apparent already by the mouth-breathing semi-evolved simian standing gobsmacked before me.
Oz has spoken.
All anyone needs to do is visit Saskatchewan to know that staying on one time the whole year round is not a wise thing to do for any society. As of this recording, it's day 3 and House Republicans are still trying to take over the House. These are the same people who continually voted down bills to save the jobs of teachers and first responders like police, medics, and firefighters. Look, if you believe the Tea Party and Republicans did the right thing, support them by homeschooling your children and putting out your own damn fires. Hey, does anyone know if this is true? Quote, the higher your IQ level, the easier it is to resist peer pressure. Intelligent people are less concerned with the approval of others. End quote. Seems like it. Just saying. And it seems to me dressing your kid up in Toronto Maple Leafs gear should be considered a form of child abuse. I'm all for kids learning about disappointment early, but is it really fair to your loved ones to hitch their hopes to that wagon at such a tender age? The more you know. DUZA BEAR cares. Post Media, which owns or controls most of the newspapers in Canada, runs the exact same endorsement for a conservative government in every damn paper they print across Canada every election, yet insists each one has an independent editorial board. Yeah, sure you do, Post. Sure. And conservatives continue to push their liberal media myth. And now from the bloody obvious file. Weather forecasts grow more uncertain the farther into the future you look. And now, what the hell is that? And now, look out!